Hi and welcome. Today we're making Tunisian tradition sweets. It's called youyou. It's actually like they look like a little donuts. We're gonna start with the syrup. We have 2 cups of sugar and 1 cup of water. So that's the first thing we're gonna start with. And then we have maybe like 4 teaspoons of lemon. You can, if you don't have lemon juice, you can take a half a lemon, squeeze it, and throw it in later on when it comes to a boil. So now we're gonna make sure mix all the sugar. See, that's the lemon. I have lemon juice, and I have some blossom water. So we're just gonna put them mix the sugar, and then put it on the stove on a medium heat. When it comes to a boil, we're just gonna add the lemon and the rose water. Now we're gonna start with the ingredient. I have 1 cup of milk, 1 cup of oil. That's vegetable oil, canola oil. Over here I have 3 cups of flour and 1 cup of sugar, 2 eggs, medium-sized eggs, and that's baking powder, 1 tablespoon. And this one is it's like instead of vanilla, if you have vanilla sugar or vanilla liquid, or you can use if you have the one I have, it's a blossom water sugar flavor. I'm gonna start with the eggs. For the flour, I have 3 cups over there, but I'm gonna add another cup later on because I always say it depends on the flour and the brand you have. Some flour will absorb the liquid and you don't have to add anymore. Some flour it doesn't absorb, so you need to add more. So that's why I put in 3 cups, and I will add, you will see that I added another cup later on. The flour, the one I'm using is all-purpose flour. So we're gonna start with 2 eggs, and we're gonna add the sugar. That's 1 cup of sugar. You can make it less if you think it's too sweet. We're just gonna mix until all the sugar melts a little bit. This is very easy and simple recipe, and delicious too. So I think everybody should try this. You can find so many recipes about this, but this is very simple. So just oil, milk, flour, eggs, and vanilla, like the flavor. Now we're gonna add the milk and the oil. So like I said, you can use vegetable oil or canola oil. You can't use olive oil because it has the taste. So vegetable oil and canola oil doesn't have a taste, so it's good for desserts and sweets to use. So over here I'm gonna make the baking powder. A teaspoon of baking powder. I'm gonna mix it with the flour. This amount is gonna give you a lot of donuts. So if you think it's too much, maybe you could do half of it. That will give you less. Sometimes I will do it and I will store it in the freezer if I have leftover, and next time I will do it. You can do something like that if you want, or if you want to just do it every time you just do some, you can do half of it if you think this is too much. You see how over here I put 3 cups and it's still runny? So it didn't absorb all the liquid. So I'm gonna add little by little. And don't forget, when we're gonna open it later to make the donuts, we're gonna add more flour to it. So the dough is gonna be soft, very soft, lean and soft. So see, I'm gonna add little by little. If it happened to you the same thing and you needed to add, do not dump the whole 1 cup in one time. Just keep mixing little by little. Add and mix, add and mix. See, that's like 1 cup, I guess. That's it. I'm not gonna add any more because later on I'm gonna use the flour to open it anyway. So let it rest a little bit so it'll absorb all the liquid. If you let it rest a little bit, you will see the difference. Like that. See how it looks like? Let it rest. You can put it in the fridge, we can put it inside for like 10 minutes or so, and then you can work on it. Over here I'm gonna show you the syrup that is still liquid. So you can test it with like, it will be sticky when you do between your fingers. It will be sticky. See, I tried it, it's not sticky yet. Over here I got a tray. I put some flour in it. And I have 2 size cookie cutter. I have like a big size and a small size. I'm gonna use the little one. It's a good size. If you want them the big size donuts, you can do that. I keep calling them donuts. They're not donuts. They're yo-yo, but they look like donuts. So see how the dough is very, very soft. So keep put flour. Every time you just take some, you just keep adding flour if you think you need it, and flip it so it doesn't stick in the counter. You can use your finger. That's the easiest way to make the hole in the middle. That's it. That's how it looks like. Put them inside and keep doing that. See, it's very soft. You see it? Use the flour. Don't be afraid. Just use the flour. If the dough will be stiff, the donut or yo-yo is gonna be like very hard and stiff and stuff. So it's better to be soft dough. When you fry them, they'll be like very soft. I'm doing like 4x4, 4 at a time or 2 at a time. If you want to do more than that, you can. This is faster for me if you do small amount. The thickness is not going to be too thick. Don't make them too thick or not too thin. Like, I don't know if you can see it. If you think it's too high, you can you can press on it a little bit like I was doing. Because don't forget, when you fry them, they're gonna puff up. I know this video is a little long, but I wanted to explain it nicely so you can you don't miss any detail or anything. You can use a cup if you don't have a cookie cutter. You can use a cup, you can use a glass, you can use a bowl. You can use anything you have in the house. You don't have to have a cookie cutter. And these are the traditional shape. You can do any shape you want. But these are the ones traditional. You can make them heart, you can make them circle, flower, or anything you want. Over here I'm gonna put the oil. I'm testing it to make sure it's ready. Do not put the oil very hot. In a medium heat. Put them in a medium heat so they don't burn from outside and be like doughy from inside. So it has to be medium, medium heat, and then the oil is not really too hot and it's not cold like that. Bubbly, when you put them, they start bubbling. You know that it's good. I'm testing it with 1-1. I felt like it's not ready yet. It's okay, you can test it with 1. It's see how it puff up? It went up. Okay, now that it's ready, I'm gonna start putting the donut. Just be careful with your fingers. Things happens. You want them golden brown, not too dark and not too light. Golden brown. You see them when they start like puffing up, then you flip them over. They're quick. They don't take much to cook. So you can't just throw them or walk away. You have to be next to them And if you feel like the oil is getting really hot, you just lower it a little bit, lower the temperature a little bit. See, they cook really fast. This one I made around maybe 20, and I still have leftover dough. I wrapped it and I put it in the freezer. And next time when you wanted to make some, it's ready there. Just take it out and just fry them. See, that's the color, like a golden brown. And over here, the sugar is ready. The syrup is ready. You don't want it too thick, the syrup. See, it's sticky. The sugar is sticky now. So you're just gonna take a couple. You're gonna soak them with the syrup. If you want to eat them like that, you can with syrup. Leave them like a few seconds so on each side. When you do this, the syrup has to be hot and the donut has to be cold, or the opposite. The donut's hot and the syrup is cold. You can't make them both hot or both cold. So let them absorb this the syrup. A few seconds each one. Okay, put them in the side to drain from the excess of the syrup. And then you can put anything on top of it. You can put like almond. You can put the sesame seeds. You can just leave them like that. You can put them in a chocolate. I'm just gonna show you how they look like. Very soft. So this is it. Oh, done. I put some almond on it. So I hope you like this recipe and you try it. And it tastes really good. And that's it. I hope I see you next video. If you like this one, please don't forget to give me a like. And thank you for watching. Enjoy. Bye bye.